Hey friends, welcome to episode 88 of Revisiting Sunnydale. It's a new day. It's a day without Riley. I'm Camila.
I'm Marcella.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
We're back. It's been a while, but we're back with you.
It's been a minute. Always there's going to be spoilers. If that's not your thing, you should probably stop it now and then
How'd
go.
you get here?
Yeah. What happened?
What happened? And why are you starting with episode 89?
That's
you
weird.
You need to go back to the beginning.
Right. It's Triangle seems like an odd episode to just start with anyway.
Right.
Even if you have like watched everything.
It's like big and bad eggs for no reason.
Right. I mean, I could understand if this were like the Once More with Feeling,
right,
or even School Hard.
Nobody stumbles upon Triangle and starts here.
No one's ever watched Triangle. Like,
No.
yeah, I'll continue to watch the show.
Nope. This is not the one that you introduce your friends to.
Right.
No.
So, Triangle is what we're doing today. Season 5, episode 11. Original air date January 9th, 2001. Written by Jane Espenson. Directed by Christopher Hibbler. While Giles is in England meeting with the Watchers Council, a bickering Anya and Willow mine the magic store and inadvertently conjure up a fearsome troll. Mm-hmm. Amber Benson, we got guest stars Amber Benson as Tara, Emma Caulfield as Anya, Kristen Sutherland as Joyce, Michelle Trachtenberg as Dawn, and Abraham Ben-Ruby as Olaf.
Yep.
Which some of y'all.
How do you? Okay, so he's going to be our "Where Are They Now?" I guess.
Okay.
Sort of. And I just accidentally deleted a bunch of stuff.
Some of y'all might remember him from.
What do you remember him from?
I remember him Parker Lewis got Can't Lose.
He's Kubiak.
Yes.
He's the wonderful Kubiak
what
from
he
Parker
will
Lewis.
always and forever be to me.
Raven and I think that Parker Lewis has been Mandela affected. Like, no one ever talks about Parker Lewis.
No, they
It's
don't.
not on DVD. It's not
rude.
streaming anywhere. It's like Friends to the End. You have to watch that YouTube video that somebody cut up and filmed on their tube television and watch it in bits.
Oh my God.
If y'all don't know what Parker Lewis Can't Lose is,
It's like, I'm sorry that we can't direct you to a streaming
Right.
service.
just, I guess, YouTube it and watch the horrible things you find there.
Or find you the one or two, because there's a small group of us that even remember it and even watched it.
Yeah. I loved it.
It was my
Corin
jam.
Nemec was Parker Lewis.
Yes.
And he couldn't lose.
Which,
He was the Ferris Bueller of the
yes.
early 90s, mid 90s maybe.
Yeah, like early 90s with like all the paisley and brightly colored button-down shirts
Yep.
they wore to the buttoned up to their
The
throat.
big-ass baggy skater
Yes.
jeans. And he was the kid in school that nothing
Synchronizer
ever went wrong.
Swatch watches.
Yes. And he had two best friends. One was, I forget what that kid's name even was.
It was a weird name, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then there was Kubiak. And Kubiak, I think he started out like the scariest kid in school. How did he end up becoming friends with Parker?
I don't know if they're necessarily friends.
He might even be the bully. I can't remember.
I think he was the bully. Maybe there was more like a frenemy kind of thing.
But then he's also like, he has to help him for some. I just remember loving Kubiak.
Yeah. He's just a big old cuddly giant thing.
Yeah.
He always has that weird like mouth thing. Mikey. Okay, it was
Mikey.
I was getting him confused with Doogie Howser's friend for whatever reason. But yeah, Mikey and Jerry were his friends. And Mikey, he was really cute. I remember liking him when I was growing up at that point in time.
I remember him being
90.
Was he in a lot of 80s
1990 to 93. That's when Parker Lewis was on.
Okay.
So 3 whole entire seasons.
So that's where we know Abraham from. Then Abraham came back into our lives in the maybe late 90s as the lovable, orderly Jerry on ER.
Oh, yeah.
Orderly or nurse? He might have been a nurse.
I think he was a nurse.
They all wore scrubs. It was hard to tell.
Right.
But he
yeah.
was on that show, I think, from like the very beginning all the way through. Like, I
Really?
think he was on there the whole time. But that's Abraham Ben-Ruby.
I had stopped watching ER after a while.
After Clooney left?
After, I think the last episode I saw was the one where that bald guy dies, or like he says fuck on NBC, and it was like a big deal or something.
Yep.
I think that's the last episode I saw.
So that's where we know Abraham from, and that's why we love him.
Yeah, and apparently, I don't know, he pops up every so often, every once
He
in a
does.
while.
He's like a character actor. He was
think
on
he
Once
was-
Upon a Time as a giant.
Was he? I think
Yeah.
was he on The one Earl.
My Name is Earl.
Yeah.
I really hated that show. Like really, that and Joe Dirt and King of the Hill, things that kind of make fun of Southern people without making fun of Southern people, just bugs me sometimes.
I definitely, couldn't get down with King of the Hill. No, I guess he wasn't on that show, but he's done. I guess he does a lot of voice acting now too, and mostly on Robot Chicken apparently, like for
which is great.
Past ever.
He must love Seth as much as we do.
Exactly. So yeah. So in case y'all were wondering, that's where Abraham is. Ben Ruby.
Yep. So it's Kubiak, Jerry, and now this lovable troll. Such a lovable troll.
He is. It's pretty great. All right. So we start off with Xander fucking having a hard time accepting that Riley's gone. Like, Xander, really?
It's weird.
You're obsessing about this a little bit too much.
It's real weird.
So he's talking about, feeling like he has to return something, blah, 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 to Riley, and he's not there, and it's weird that he's not there. But Anya makes a good point about maybe Buffy's the problem. She draws on personal experience from having smited a bunch of boyfriends for the same girl, and after so long you'll start to wonder. It's like, hey,
young lady,
what are you? Maybe take a good look at yourself.
So he wants to be warned, or is it she wants to? She wants to be warned. She wants a big ticking clock. Like,
right.
Good luck with that. It's all I have to say. We did a little bit of foreshadowing here.
That's so awkward.
It's so awkward. She told you.
Right. That's all you had to do.
You had one job. One job was to give her a warning.
You bastard.
And yet, you're worse than Riley.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Because you did it in front of everyone she knows.
Everyone. Waited until the wedding day.
Right. Asshole.
Moments before you're to walk down that aisle and take those vows. Okay. We'll get there.
So Xander's a bad friend. Bad boyfriend.
Yeah.
Bad man.
Just terrible.
You're
terrible.
the worst.
It's like every once in a while he'll drop like really sweet nuggets on him, but to make people forget that he's a terrible
that you did
person,
all this shit. That
he's a fuckboy.
Right. So, nope. I love you, but nope. You're a piece of shit, actually.
Yeah. Pretty much. So
Buffy stole her mom's clothes and went to the Abbey. What's with this satin shirt? Seriously.
I don't know.
It's gross.
So they give us like, a little misdirection about, oh my God, how Buffy's lost another dude. How's she dealing with this? And then we go to a convent and we see.
Oh my God, she's a nun?
Yeah. Just like that. That happens. That's how that works. So we like get the back end of a nun in a habit with just like a single blonde ringlet coming out. But Buffy's there to kill stuff.
Why is she there? Was she walking by and heard someone scream? Where is this Abbey?
Where is it? Never saw it.
No.
You would have thought that Angel would have mentioned it.
He likes nuns.
Yes.
He likes nuns a lot.
Yes. So, like, for some reason, I feel like she went on a road trip specifically to find a convent. But okay, whatevs.
This shirt.
Look
at it.
It's
shiny.
I think what sucks most for me is that I'm pretty sure I owned a shirt like that.
What sucks is it doesn't fit her. She is a small girl, but the buttons are puckering.
Popping off at the boobs.
Why? She doesn't even have any.
Whose shirt are you wearing?
Whose shirt is that?
So we get into Buffy training with Giles, and
Riley lists credits. No Riley.
Just to reiterate,
they yanked his ass.
Riley's gone.
Didn't even get one episode without his face. They were like, nope.
Snatch him out.
Like a soap credit. You're just out of there.
This slides right out.
How many other shows you're like, why are you still in the credits? You died like a season ago.
Seriously.
Not on this show.
No, hell no.
Gone.
Get him out. He's out of here. So yeah, Giles is getting ready to go see the council and to try to get some more information about Glory.
Okay. Sure, because that's the only place you could have looked.
Right.
We don't trust them, remember?
Right.
We don't like. They fired you.
Didn't we break up with them?
Right. Why? Okay, I guess.
So he's going to be gone for a week, and Anya is super bummed about it.
She gets to mind the store.
But he's really not trying to let her have that responsibility.
No, he's not. He wants her to like share it. Like he trusts Willow more than he trusts his employee that he pays.
Right. Like you're not paying Willow.
Right.
And why aren't you? Why doesn't she have like a real full-ass job there?
Right. Why isn't it just her after-school job? You're there every fucking day anyway.
Right. Get paid for it. So there's this whole thing going on where Anya is feeling a little bit slighted because
As she should.
Right. And Xander gives a half-hearted, yeah, Anya can do it.
Thanks. Remember that speech you just had where's that guy?
Right.
And is it just me, or she's starting to look a little old?
Anya? Mm-hmm. I don't know what was wrong with my DVD, but every time they showed her in the scene, where it got real, like it was the contrast was real high. Like everybody else was just
Her face. It's the amount of foundation that they're trying to portray her as a woman in her 20s. And it's so heavy in this episode.
Emma Caulfield is like, she was she was like the correct age at this time, right? Like, isn't she our age?
Yeah. She's our age. She's a little bit, she might be even a little older.
Yeah, she was born in 73.
Yeah. So they're supposed to be, they haven't even had Buffy's 21st yet, right?
Right, so they're supposed to be 20. But, you know.
Yeah, sure. She was also Brandon Welsh's girlfriend. Okay.
Right.
But she's 20. We'll believe that.
All right, so there's a bunch of back and forth. Willow
She's
and
real
Anya-
hot about it, though.
Yeah.
Because she's like, I can do this. And Xander's like, yeah, we'll it's okay. We have it.
Yeah.
And she's like, excuse me, I have this.
Right. Like, I've been working here. Like, she's the one that's been actually minding the store. She's been working, doing the finances, working the books, doing the ordering. Like, Anya's got it. Like,
Right.
I would say the only thing she lacks in is people skills.
Right. And she says, without me, Giles would be staring at a quarterly tax statement and wetting himself.
And he takes her, hey,
He is like, it's not that bad.
I beg your pardon.
Right. So she's also doing his books.
Right. And I feel like she's probably not getting paid enough for
Right.
all this.
Right.
But okay, we'll get into that later.
All right, but we'll trust Willow and Xander to watch.
Right. Xander has zero interest in the store, really.
Right.
Like, he's zero interest in this conversation.
Right? He looks like he just wants to go to the gym because he's like, his shirts are looking a little tight.
Dude's yoked.
Yeah.
And and there's also a point where they do mention that she lacks a little people skills. And I've got finesse coming out of my bottom.
I love her. I in the race to replace a Cordelia,
Right.
Anya was the perfect choice.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's not like... So she's her own unique brand of bitchy
Yep.
and venom that we need. And, yeah, it wasn't like, okay, we just need another cookie cutter. Just like it. Like, this was perfect.
Yeah. Xander has a type.
Yeah, apparently. He likes to be bossed around.
Bitchy women.
He does enjoy the bitch.
Uh-huh. Now we got to go back to Buffy's house. And lo and behold, Joyce.
She's getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
She's got clothes on.
She's got ugly clothes on, but she's got clothes on.
Apparently she took a shower. I guess she hasn't been doing that.
Yeah. She took that nasty robe off that could walk around by itself. And they're all surprised. They're like, look at you.
They're all kind of making fun of her.
Yeah.
Which,
Which you might want to stop that.
hey, it's still
Save
early.
every moment
Maybe you just want to cuddle.
forever. Just
guys have some sherbets and something.
But 2 seconds later, they're like, all right, peace out.
Right.
Mom."
Then they just leave her alone.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine, I guess.
Okay. Buffy just goes and sulks in her room.
She's reading an Allure magazine with the A scratched out. I just wanted to point that out.
She is. And she's like casually flipping through it. She's not even really looking at
Right.
it.
Which I feel like this is the only downtime I've ever seen Buffy go through.
Yeah.
She's just like literally doing nothing. And Dawn
yet
walks
Dawn
in.
ruins it.
What are you doing? She's like playing soccer.
Dawn is such a spaz. But it's Dawn that points out that Buffy's already taken. Not only has he been removed from the credits, but he's been removed from Buffy's room.
Done.
She's
Dunzo.
taken
Like
all
what?
the
It's been
photos
like how
down.
long? Like a fucking
next day?
hour? Like,
We don't know how much time has passed between when he left and this episode. I
Right.
don't know if they make it clear.
not really. I'm going to guesstimate. I'll give them a week.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's taking out all his photos, and Dawn's just like, processing that and the whole thing, and like I feel like it was kind of sudden, and
She's mad that he didn't say goodbye.
everybody is more upset about Riley leaving than
Right.
Buffy is.
And this will come back because she holds this grudge until he comes back in season 7 about
Right.
him not saying goodbye. Because she did spend quite a bit of time with him.
Yeah, he was a glorified babysitter.
Yeah. Everybody strokes Dawn's hair. It's just like she does have really pretty hair.
Yeah, but I guess it's just the thing to do. Buffy's kind of blaming herself for him
Gross.
leaving.
Gross. Why? Why now? Well, you didn't care last week. Why do you care now?
Buffy. Bufferino. Buffy, stop it.
Stop it. You didn't like him anyway.
I know, it wasn't worth it. Then we take to our boy.
Your next romantic adventure is just around the corner.
It's going to be awesome.
And he's rehearsing.
Totally, Laura. It's going to be amazing. I mean, it's nothing deep and exciting, but
Right.
we all know.
It's deep and
Everybody-
exciting.
He gets deep,
Yeah.
and it gets exciting. So we do take to our boy Spike, who is rehearsing a sorry speech.
We find out what he's been doing with all of the clothes that he stole from Buffy's house. He has a mannequin that he dressed up, and he found a blonde wig. And I'd like to point out that Harmony's still kind of hanging out around. She's not in this episode, but she is still
lives
kind
there.
of... Yeah, she still lives there. And he's having this cute little... He wants to say he's sorry. He has a box of chocolates. And,
Buffy
yes.
is very earnest.
Yes.
and it's not, he's not just rehearsing his speech.
No.
There's a full back and forth. Like he's seeing this
Yeah.
going badly, apparently.
Real badly, which is how it would go.
Right.
If this actually happened, this is how it would go.
And he goes on about, it's just, I'm sorry. I thought it was something you needed to see, like having him troll around. Oh, I'll insult him if I want to.
James Marsters is just brilliant in every way. And it just escalates so much further. He gets so upset.
It's like, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to make it right. And y'all I get is your hatred and your venom and your petty. And he beats the mannequin over
Beats
the
her over the head with the box of chocolates. And then realizes how quickly
He's like, oh. It's like, I'm going to need to take a moment. That was too far.
So he picks up all the chocolates and puts it back in the
It's
box.
very gingerly. It's like real gentle. Like he picks up the mannequin,
Yep.
fixes the wig,
Yep.
collects himself, delicately puts the chocolates back in the basket box, and starts again.
Starts over. Buffy. It's perfect. It's a perfect scene.
It's
And I
so
adore
enjoyable.
it. I adore it so much.
So enjoyable.
Then we go back to the magic box, and Willow's straight up stealing. I understand why Anya's upset.
Dude, like for real.
Would you do this if Giles were here?
No.
You're just using shit to make some tiny light ball for Buffy, some sun ball. So I don't even know what the hell you're trying to do. But Anya's like, what the she's actually pissed.
She's really like, and rightfully so. Yes, because Willow, if you had a job, you could pay for this.
Right.
Maybe. But yeah, and Willow's being a jerk.
Yeah. She's like, you're the fish. And of course, Anya's just like, what the fuck?
What did you call me?
What?
What'd you call me? And I don't feel like,
Do I need to take my earrings off? Don't call me a fish.
and I don't think Tara really knew what she was talking about either, because she says it and she gets this smile.
I'm gonna laugh because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And then Willow explains what she means about the cat in the hat and all that. And yes, that fish made valid points. That
Right.
cat wasn't supposed to be there.
Right. And that's what Anya's doing. She's making valid points. You shouldn't be fucking around with the shit you're fucking around with.
And so they're going back and forth about this, and Xander rolls in and they pull him into it.
And Willow she's even more of a bitch. She starts mocking Anya.
Yes. So when she makes the cash register disappear, I don't know why that needed to happen, because wasn't she supposed to be making a ball of light? Why did we need to bring the cash register into it?
It's really stupid, but is the money okay? Money's okay.
And this is one of my burns. I have two burns. This is one of them where Willow's like, oh yeah, of course, the money, that's all she cares about. And she's mocking Anya. It's like, I like money better than people. People can so rarely be traded for goods and or services. And Anya's like,
Hey, Xander, she's talking like me.
she's pretending to be me.
At least she didn't hurt the money.
Yeah.
Because how are you going to explain that to Giles, that you made all of his money disappear?
For no damn reason.
You're being an asshole. Stop being an asshole.
Right. And she tries to say, oh, if you let me do this, we'll teach you some spells. And Anya's like, oh yeah, sometimes. Hey,
Yeah.
you're peer pressuring me.
And Xander's like, no, not doing this. You guys figure this shit out.
Yep.
I'm out of here. And he leaves. And so they're like,
Tara's like, no.
No. Nope. Xander.
Hold up, buddy. So let's start at it again.
Yeah. Just mindless bickering. It makes no sense. I guess it's been culminating for a few years, but it's just, this is a filler episode.
Yeah.
We all know this is a filler episode.
Right.
And Anya is like, fine. $2.50. $1.75.
I love.
Yeah. Just sitting there counting up every ingredient that Willow is using.
I love it. And then
3
Willow,
for $10.
Right. That's a steal.
Yeah.
You got a bargain, girl. And finally, Willow is like, she's ready to do her spell. And then she's like, it's very sensitive. Any foreign word, anything will mess it up. So please be quiet after I start.
Anya immediately.
Did you start yet?
Yeah. No.
And then she starts. And then Anya,
Again.
Anya, I mean, I know she's been an asshole, but we're fucking with magic right now, not the time.
Which, if this goes badly.
So she keeps interjecting and saying stuff, and then at some point in the middle, they just stop the spell altogether, and they start arguing, and then poof.
Well, my problem here is, Willow, you saw that you had some, well, your eyes were closed. So maybe you didn't see the magical ring that was floating around, but you should know better. And you should have stopped the spell and not just turned around and started to fight with her.
Right.
And then yell, let it go.
Right.
And some shit got let go.
Exactly.
You should be more responsible than that.
Exactly. That was a rookie mistake.
Big mistake. Well, because there's all these random crystals just laying on the thing, on the fucking counter. Why are they just laying there? And I think she actually said, let it out. And it lit up, and out comes a big ass troll.
And apparently, they had something that had a troll in it and they didn't know about.
Yep. And he immediately, for who knows why, because this is what happens when you show up someplace you don't know where you are, you wreck the place. Why does he do this?
You can't take a moment to ask a couple questions.
Right.
Who are you?
He growls at them.
Where am I?
And then wrecks the place with his hammer. Just starts bashing shelves apart.
That is really unnecessary.
Yes.
I don't appreciate it.
I could tell you what happened if you... Okay.
If you just give me a second.
Right. Okay. All right.
So, okay. I guess we're wrecking the joint. All right. That's cool.
Then he just leaves.
Yeah, off he goes.
Willow, or Tara and Buffy are in the same class for some reason. Because who knows what the hell they even study anymore. I don't know what their majors are.
No idea. I couldn't even imagine. Couldn't even begin.
No.
To try to come up with a feasible, what would Buffy major?
She should have, I've said it before, she should have enrolled in the police academy.
Just made perfect sense. I mean.
Perfect cover.
Yep. And I'm sure there's a lot of crime happening.
Right.
Vampires are committing. So yeah, they've come out of class and they're chit-chatting, and then she's going on and blah blah blah, Riley, and then at some point Anya mentions the bickering.
Yeah, Tara sticks her foot in her mouth because she doesn't communicate well, and somehow leads Buffy to thinking that Anya and
That Xander
Xander
left
broke
Anya.
up. Yeah, he left Anya. He left her. No, he left the store. Tara,
Right.
stop talking. Just stop. And then Buffy gets too emotional about it.
She's apparently her emotions are like right at the surface right now. She's she's just spilling over. And she starts to weep.
About their miraculous love. That they have a miraculous love. Yet last week you were telling her that this bitch was convenient.
Right.
What's so miraculous about that?
Yeah, no, don't think we forgot Buffy.
Uh-huh.
I would always bring that up to her.
Every day. Every single day.
Now, until you explain yourself and or apologize,
Yep.
we got a problem.
And I told Anya too. She don't like you.
She's not very happy with you right now.
So they steal Giles's car. Can we just point that out?
Willow and Anya's non-driving asses. Like neither one of them
Neither one.
has a license. Y'all live in California, not
Right.
New York.
Anya, I could see. She's a demon. She didn't have
Sure.
time to go to the DMV. Sure.
Sure. Willow,
Willow?
like you should have been chomping at the bit to get a
Right.
driver's license.
We all know why Buffy doesn't have a driver's license. That is well documented. That she is a spaz and
She's
should
not to
not.
have one.
No. No. But my question is, so did Giles take a Uber to the airport?
I mean, I guess he took a taxi.
Shouldn't his car be at the airport? And if his car wasn't at the airport, how'd they know where the keys were? Did he just leave them in the car?
Or also, did he leave them keys to his home?
Right. Okay.
There's too much trust that's happening between the
Too much. And too much trust between Willow and Anya. Because Willow finds out on the drive that Anya doesn't know how to drive. She just assumes that the right pedal makes it go faster.
And why, Willow, would you assume that she does know how to drive? If you don't.
Right. A lot of assumptions happening.
A lot. So Anya's jerking their way down the street, and Willow has got a spell book, and she's like trying to find the right thing, blah.
Losing pages.
Because they got the top down.
For how'd they figure out how that was it already down?
I would imagine. No. Whatever.
There's a lot wrong here.
Whatever.
And they're following the path of destruction that the troll has left. And now we get our second sitcom moment.
Dude, this is everything that takes place in this bar is my favorite.
It's so wonderful.
And I assume it's the bronze.
Yes.
But everything from this point on in this bar, it's amazing.
What I love is, so Xander's moping at the bronze. And in comes Spike, and he's walking around and sees Xander moping and decides, let me go find out what's going on with my pal Xander. Why'd you go up to him in the first place? Because you wanted to see his misery. You enjoy his pain.
I'm sure it was like, fivefold. So whatever, like the reason, like he revels in Xander's misery. He probably wants to get some intel on Buffy. And I think Spike is just lonely. Like when you think about it, he's got no friends. Like he used to have a crew. He used to have a gang.
Right. Now everybody hates him because he can kill demons.
Right. And he's just kind of alone most of the time when he's not fucking with the Scoobies.
Right.
He's just alone.
Watching Passions in his pit by himself.
So Xander is kvetching about Willow and Anya. And Spike keeps trying to get info about Buffy's mood. But what does Slay have to say about all this? What does she think? How's her mood? How is she reacting? Is she angry?
Right.
Is she?
Oh, he bumped into him. That's how they came across. He bumped into him.
And Xander's super rude.
He was super rude.
Something about, I don't know, go fuck off and die, basically.
I was here first.
So the troll makes his way into the bar.
Yes.
But
Spike mentions the lovely bloomin' onion that's on the menu.
Well, it's just amazing.
to Xander.
It's like, yes, he does. Because he's
A flower-shaped
he's still
thing.
like trying to make a friend, or I don't know what. He's trying to make a connection of sorts. And then the patrol bumps into Xander.
Is it into Xander or into Spike? Because I think Spike's like, oh, hey, watch where you're...
Yeah, it
Never
was
mind.
Spike. He's like, hey, watch where you're going. On second thought, do whatever you like.
Do whatever you like.
And the moment, the way that Spike is looking at him, the look that He's just trying to calculate all of this in his brain. You just see it try this, and it never wavers. He's just this stare. It's like, what is happening?
What is happening in Sunnydale? And in the meantime, we've got Buffy and Tara have found the magic box a wreck, and they're scared. Tara's flipping out, and Buffy's do. It's okay. We'll find them. It'll be okay.
I need a project. I need something to solve.
And the troll Olaf, is that his name? Olaf?
Yeah, Olaf.
He just wants mead.
I want ale.
He just
bring me mead.
Yeah. So he makes
Mead
the
witch.
waitress, bar waitress, bring me more mead, stronger mead.
Now this is also kind of the beginning of the Xander and Spike buddy cop theme that starts to carry on a little bit more. And
I forgot they were having, before Olaf got there, they're playing pool.
right.
And he's complaining about how, people see Anya a little differently and because she does things. And Spike is trying to identify. He's like, yeah, people thought that about Drew all the time.
Right.
Well, she was insane. Xander's just like, she was insane. He was trying to have some...
Like, there was a moment there.
Right.
Like, we have some connection. We have some shared ground.
Right. But you just threw it away.
Fine. Whatever. So, yeah, so the Willow and Anya is what he's talking about. And at some point, Olaf is like, I need mead and babies.
Plump babies.
And Xander's like, what? Or something. And Spike is like...
What do you think, the hospital?
Yeah. Where can I get babies? Where do you think the hospital?
And Xander's, hey, shut up. Just shut up.
And then Spike again tries to offer the blooming onion. They've got this blooming onion.
And it reminded me of Doppelgangland when Vampire Willow walks into the bronze and Oz says to Angel, should we go get Buffy? And... basically it's, yes, fuck. Yeah. Xander says the same thing to Spike. You think we should go get Buffy? Or what about you? Could you take him on? And he's like, yeah, I could, except I'm paralyzed with not caring.
Yes, and that was my second burn.
Fabulous. He's so on point with every little ounce of comedy that drips from him is timed so well.
Beautiful. It's just beautiful.
And then Anya and Willow show up and find Spike and Xander right away.
Like, snap. And then
Willow's like, I wish Buffy was here.
Buffy pulls out, I'm here. And then she's like, I wish I had $1 million.
It's because that's exactly what anybody would say.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
100%.
And then Spike, like a lovesick schoolboy.
Not the time. This is not the time.
So shy, so bashful.
And she's just like, what the fuck is wrong?
What is happening today? What is with today?
It's like upside down day. And then the troll gets real mad. Olaf gets real mad and says something about Anya.
Yeah. Apparently they dated.
And everyone's like, looking at her.
It's like, it wasn't a troll. Hold up. He wasn't a troll when we dated.
Just like, oh. Yep. So why, as soon as he popped out, why wasn't she like, fuck, you again? What? No, Olaf, seriously.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Right.
You remember me.
This is what's happening. Because
Yeah.
apparently it didn't take him but a hot second.
Right.
He recognized her right away.
Now, there is a little goof here.
Which is?
The fact that he even calls her Anya.
Anyanka.
Yeah. He knew her as Odd.
Right. Because it was Dude that gave her
Right.
the name Anyanka.
Yeah. She didn't become Anyanka until she became a vengeance demon.
Well, but maybe
he knew of her after that.
Was she a vengeance demon when she turned? No, that was how she got
That's
the
how
gig.
she got the, yeah.
Right.
So he only knew her as Odd.
Right.
And so it's a little tiny goof.
Yeah.
But still a goof.
Yeah, it is. And I still don't think that even if he knew of her as Anyanka after the fact, I don't think he would have shown her that respect.
No.
Quote unquote, to call her that. He would have called her by the name he knew her
Yeah,
by.
he would have called her Odd. And he's just like, oh my God, you're still as irritating as ever you were. Stop talking.
So he's still holding a couple grudges.
He's just
Apparently he cheated on her and she turned him into a troll.
Yep.
And and then after that, which nothing to do with Anya, he was trapped in a crystal by some witches. So he had a pretty rough go.
He hates witches and he hates Anyanka.
Yes.
And so Willow tries to do a spell. She's just reading anything out of the book.
Anything.
We told Xander not to read Latin out of the books, but she's just reading random spells.
Whatever. And making shit and like releasing stuff.
And he like goes apeshit and causes far more destruction than was necessary.
Yeah.
He basically ruined the bronze.
Yeah, again.
Caused the balcony to collapse. A whole bunch of people are hurt.
Reconstructed.
And then more comedy gold from Mr. Marsters.
I don't recall exactly how it happened, but Buffy and Spike fall over, and Buffy falls on top of Spike, and he tries. It's very clear that he's trying to cop a feel. And then when she's like struggling to get up, he's struggling to get up.
So funny.
And the look on his face, he's like suppressing giggles. Like, I got it. I got the boob.
Yep.
Like, that's.
And she's like, get up. Like, I'm trying to get up. Yes. It's very awkward. And then in the aftermath, there's all these victims, these wounded people. And for some reason, Spike's trying to make this girl more comfortable.
Trying to make this woman more comfortable. It's like, all these people are bleeding, all these victims are bleeding, but you know what? Not a drop for Spike.
And she's like, you want credit for not feeding off of victims, like disaster victims. Yes. It's an open wound, right? Like, I'm
look at me not eating
writing.
from it. Hello.
She's just disgusted, but like,
he's like, what does it take?
It's so cute.
He's so unimpressed.
And for some reason, Willow and Anya have gone back to the magic box. They're still trying to figure out a way to deal with this Olaf situation. And it comes down to the truth is revealed that Willow is just afraid that Anya's going to hurt Xander.
Right.
And Anya's like, oh my God, I would never hurt Xander. But
also, it's also, like, Anya points out, she's like, she knows about Cordelia. It's like, oh, I know all about why Xander and Cordelia broke up.
Yeah. And she was like, hey, gay now. Like,
still
I'm not
buying it.
Right.
Like, totally bi. Just stop.
Right. Just be bi. It's fine. And Anya's more like, hey, I don't do magic now. You're the one that does magic.
Right. Too much of it, might I add.
Uh-huh. So we both got shit that's going on.
And Hoffman had offered Willow a vengeance gig as well.
Yep.
So Willow, maybe it's time to take a long, hard look at yourself.
And stop throwing shade at Anya.
Right. Leave her the fuck alone. And then and Willow, Anya's also concerned that Willow can poison Xander's mind against her. And, there's just all this bickering going back and forth. And thank God Olaf shows up.
Yes.
Because it's like, damn it, ladies.
Right.
He's not worth it.
Right. It's you're arguing over Xander, right?
It's not worth it. He's not the great of a friend.
It's not like you're arguing over Giles.
Boyfriend. Like, seriously. Come on, guys.
Cut a bitch for Giles.
Right. Exactly. Oh, what the fuck you say about Giles? You leave Ripper alone.
Now, I will give Anya a little bit of credit here because when Olaf does come in, she actually pushes Willow behind her.
Ah.
And she's holding her behind her while Willow's got her, she's wrapped herself around Anya, but she's shielding her.
Yeah.
She's ready to take that hit.
Probably the one and only time she's shielded until the bitter end. But yes. Yes. Good on you, Anya.
And then
protecting her.
We get what might be one of the funniest things I've seen on this show ever. Xander's coming in and I'm going to save the day. And he runs full on into Olaf's hammer. Olaf's just like, what?
Ding. He should be dead.
He should be dead.
Like everything should have been shattered.
Yes.
In his body. Shattered, ruptured, popped, bleeding. It's just, there's no way that he would survive that.
No. And then he goes on to get his ass kicked for quite a while. He should have been dead 3 or 4 times over, but he keeps getting up and I'm still going to kick your... And he breaks his fucking arm.
Yeah, that really hurts.
Or his wrist. He just breaks it.
That hurts my feelings. when I saw that happen.
Okay, stop. And then Olaf says, make your choice.
He's like, you know what? I like you. You've got heart. So that means only one of your women will die.
Huh? So here comes the choice. And no, I won't. I refuse. I won't do it.
His nightmare has come true. And Olaf, he's like, nope, I'm not going to do it. And Olaf threatens to kill Xander. And Anya is like, no, take me. Aw, Puddin'. You don't deserve it.
No.
You don't deserve his fuckery.
You really don't.
Ugh.
Choose between my girlfriend and my best friend.
Rude. So I think at some point by this time Buffy rolls in and Olaf makes the mistake of insulting Xander and Anya's, I keep wanting to call him Zanya.
Miraculous love.
And that sets Buffy off. And so she commences to kicking his ass.
Yep.
And she knocks him out. Willow sends him to an alternate universe. It's like full of shrimp or something.
Which we don't know. He ended up somewhere.
Poof.
He's had a bad life.
He should have been just begging somebody to kill him at this point. Like, dude, you've been trapped in a crystal for centuries.
Right.
What has been going on? Like, what were you doing?
Now apparently you're in a land of just shrimp.
I don't know. What? Like, at first I always imagined, like, you know, the inside of Jeannie's bottle and I Dream of Jeannie. Like, she had, like, a couch
Pillows
and shit.
and-
Yeah, but he didn't have time to furnish
No,
anything, and I
no.
doubt the witches
Not in a crystal. He's just sitting on a rock. Kind of hanging out.
for centuries watching. Can he at least see the world go by
I don't
outside?
think so.
It's terrible.
And it's at this point that I realize all of this came down to one thing.
What?
This episode's not about Olaf. This episode's not about Willow and Anya's bickering. It's not even about Anya and Xander. All of this is a setup for Buffy to get that fucking hammer. That's what all of this was for.
Yep.
Was for her to get this hammer
Yeah.
to use later.
And well done, because it could have been a lot less comedic, and it would have been. This is entertaining. It's
It is.
definitely a filler episode,
Yeah.
but it's an entertaining filler
Yeah.
episode, and I get a kick out of it.
Yeah. And Olaf is like, he actually is about to kill Buffy. And Anya's like, stop! You're a bad lover and you suck. And he's just like, oh my God, woman, stop. You're as emasculating as ever you were. So all she ever does is just put people down.
Where's some of that to Xander, man? Like, why is she?
Yeah.
It's like,
And Willow manages to get that hammer away from him.
right.
And but Buffy's like, I'm just going to beat him up now because he doesn't have the hammer that's going to, and he still beats her up. And Anya's like, oh, he still has all that troll strength.
Right. The power is in his hammer.
Yeah.
But
But,
he's still a fucking huge ass troll
Right,
with
he's
a lot of strength.
sorry.
Probably should have led with that.
Yeah. And then, the whole thing with her getting upset about them being
Right.
the miraculous love. And do demons don't upset Buffy.
Just leave her be. I mean,
She gets pissed off.
if you're just gonna fight, and then you might
Right.
have a chance. But when you start to insult
Right.
her friends or family or intelligence or
She
stuff,
gets
you get personal.
Really upset.
This is
And
kinda-
she Hulk smashes.
yeah. So Giles gets back, and he's got no real news. So it's basically a wasted trip.
And his store's fucked up.
Yep.
The one thing he was worried about, the store
One
getting
thing.
fucked
It's
up.
like, no, it's fine.
I asked y'all to do one thing.
Yep. I should have just closed the damn thing down for a week.
Now, I do like that cute little conversation while Buffy's kicking the troll's ass where Anya and Willow are like, we worked everything out. It's okay. It'll all be okay. She's gay now. It's the one thing you pulled from that conversation, Anya.
That was all.
That was-
Well, what's not even what you were worried about?
Right. And Buffy's commenting that she's got this awesome souvenir with the hammer, and why would you put that heavy ass hammer on the glass counter? The one last remaining counter in the store.
Does a store ever get to turn a profit as many times as they've had to rebuild shit?
They must have the best insurance policy
My God.
in the world.
I wonder if Sunnydale has specific, like, Hellmouth insurance protection plans.
Buffy cries again. I'm just so happy. And she's such an ugly crier. Because because she can't cry.
Yeah. So at some point, do they get back to Buffy's house and they talk to, and so it's Buffy, Giles, and Joyce
Yeah.
that are talking about his lack of findings.
Yeah.
But they're discussing, and it's the old typical, they're discussing Dawn about the key and yada
She's
yada.
creepily over.
It just comes down the
over in the
stairs
corner.
and starts to hear them.
Yeah.
And I don't think they specifically say that Dawn is the key.
No, not yet.
But there is some implication, and Dawn is starting to get it. Starting to get,
She hasn't
curious.
put two and two together.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's the next episode where she's like, why is everybody talking about me?
Mm-hmm. She still gets mad. Because the next one is Checkpoint, and it's one of our favorites.
Yes.
Heard of me, have you? It's neat. That woman's reaction is all of us.
Yeah, exactly.
She is our spirit animal. And it's Glory that comes to the house, and she's like, hey, Donnie, come here. What do you know about my key?
Right.
And Buffy's like, she doesn't know anything. Get out of here. And Dawn's like, I know some stuff.
Right.
Dawn, go.
Not the
time. Right. And I think the one after that is the one where she runs away and actually finds out that she takes Spike on a journey.
Going to braid hair with your mates and watch Teletubbies.
I love it so much. He's just so good.
Yeah, this is like the best season for Spike comedy wise.
Oh yeah.
I think.
And then we've got, if you look at the schedule from this point on, so this was our filler. Mm-hmm. We've got Checkpoint. We've got Blood Ties. We've got the beauty that is Crush. And we've got I Was Made to Love You. Then it gets real dark.
Yeah.
And the moment we've all dreaded.
Also known as the Bourbon Sessions.
Yes. It'll be the body part 1 because we couldn't handle it.
Right.
The body part 2.
Got wasted.
And her hairbrush. I can't.
She can't have fruit punch.
Too bad we couldn't make that the live episode and have everyone console us and be there and go through it all together.
Because the shit is going to get real emotional.
Yeah. But Crush,
that's my jam.
it has so many moments in it that make me smile. Not just Buffy and Spike, but there's Drusilla's boo-boo. Yes. The boo-boo is just gold. It's just so amazing. Boy. Or Charlize Theron. So much good in this episode.
It is. All right, so I don't think this episode passes the Bechdel test.
I don't think so.
We got in the trivia about Anyanka. Mm-hmm. As well as, we learned a little bit more about Abraham.
Yep.
That's his name, right?
Yep. Abraham Ben Ruby.
And I don't know if we necessarily have a moral.
No. And there was only one body dropped. That vamp at the nunnery.
Yeah. It's a slow staking week.
I don't even think there was a song.
No.
Well, Blur's the other. There's no other way was
right.
on.
When was that on?
I think it was at the Bronze.
Right. Blur. What's those guys?
Yeah.
All right, so talk to us. You can give us a call, leave us a voicemail message with questions, comments, your favorite episodes, your least favorite episodes at 412-385-7250, or you can record an MP3 file less than a minute and email it to revisitingsunnydale@gmail.com. We will play it on the air. And we also might send you something, a little prize if you do that, like a little treat, a little gift. We still got bunches of stuff
We do.
to give away from our past subscription boxes and things like that. So you can find us on the interwebs, as we said, Revisiting Sunnydale Facebook page. We can follow us on Twitter at Back to Sunnydale. You can check out Marcella's blog.
Hello, Marcel, that I've been slacking at. Hey, it's the end of the year.
It's the end of the year. Like,
Shit happens.
shit doesn't happen.
Or shit doesn't happen. That's actually more accurate. Is I don't want to do anything.
it's a struggle every day.
Just to put pants on.
Yes, every day. I like for the last couple of weeks, maybe the last couple of months, I haven't had like a full week in the office at work. This past week, I was in the office every day this week, and I thought that I didn't know if I was going to make it.
No, this is how I die.
Like this is it.
This is it.
This is it. Oh God.
And every morning I look at the dogs and I'm like, you have it so easy.
I know.
You just sleep most of the day.
You do nothing.
No, you wake up, you have to pee real bad, like we all do.
Right.
But then you go back to sleep. You may eat and then directly go back to sleep.
Bastards.
I hate you.
Lucky jerks.
I love you, but I hate you.
Lucky jerks. All right. So you can follow me, Camila, on Twitter at @the_Rugged Angel.
Or me, Marcel, at msphere7338.
All right. Thank you for listening, and until next time.